So what's going on all? This is MTO with another vlog. I'm going to be washing my bike. I'm going to reposition it again. I want to get it more in the sun. No, you can, some of it's in the sun, some of it isn't. Yeah, I've taken the license plate off. I'm riding around like that now. Jack's not really. So look how filthy it is. Look at that. Caked on. This looks filthy. I've wiped up the exhaust a little bit because I know that it stains if there's oil marks on it and it burns. So I'm just trying to keep those parts clean. Yeah, the rest of it's really, really dirty. Like that there. Like, look at that. Actually built up. So I need to wash this down pretty good. And I'll show you guys my process on how I do it. I've got a really ridiculous recording setup. I've got my fanny pack holding my portable power bank because I'm probably going to record for quite a bit. Attached to my helmet. And the GoPro on the chin mount with the charging cable plugged in. I got a little door for it so I can put the USB cable on and have it protected. And I got my microphone on as well. So yeah, you guys are going to see a little bit more. Let's grab this bad boy. Show you guys what's in here. I gotta remember where I could stand so I don't have to blur out license plates because I really can't be bothered, but I also want to cover mine up because that one's probably going to be visible 90% of the time and this one will be too. So I've got quite a big cleaning kit. Nitrile gloves to start, protect your hands, keep yourself safe. Got a polishing kit, it's pretty shit though, I want to get a different one. But I got a bunch of Car Pro products, Elixir, oh no it's Iron X, sorry. Clean your wheels, turns purple to show that it's breaking down iron. Elixir, it's a high gloss detailer, you just use that after your wash to wipe stuff down. Spare spray bottle, Multi-X, which is just like a very concentrated solution of like multi-purpose clean. I've barely used it. Leather conditioner, use that on my car. This I got for free, it's snow foam. It accidentally got sent to me and I told them and they're like, just keep it. So I haven't had a chance to actually use this yet and I've had it for like 2 years, 3 years or something. And then Orange Agent. This I actually got for the bike to wash it so I could get the grime to break down and then I could just rinse it off. I'm definitely going to be using that. Let's take it out. Iron X, do I want to? No, I'm going to use the Orange Agent. Another spare spray bottle. This was initially another brake and wheel cleaner from Chemical Brothers. It was like Diablo or some shit. Not worth it. The spray nozzle is really, really bad. They need to change that. It comes out as like a thick liquid like this. Like that. Instead of like an actual spray. The atomizer was just bad. Not worth. This is another dilution. I think this one might... Yeah, that one's got soap in it. And then a bunch of trim cleaners and polish and such. I got Tyre gel. This obviously you can only use in a car. I could probably try and do it on the inner bead of the tire, but not on the other part where my chicken strips are. Bumper and trim gel. That's for like the blacks. So that makes them really, really shiny. Very, very worth it. Very worth it. Everything just pops with it. I can't be bothered pulling these out, but these are just polishing compounds. I don't have the perfect ones, but they do the job, so I will leave it at that. I realize I don't actually really need anything else in here aside from that spray and maybe a set of gloves while I use it. So we'll close that back up and we'll actually use this to block a license plate. Brilliant. Alright, I got all the license plates blocked. Thank God, now I can just walk around and do stuff freely. But yeah, I took the license plate off. Had to, really dumb, you had to actually use a socket wrench and the Allen key, an Allen socket and a wrench to get this shit off. You have to like put this in because it's so recessed back and I can't get it to them with my fingers. And there's a little nut there and then an Allen and pull it off. I think that's ridiculous. That's going to be so difficult to put back on when I'm done washing the bike. I bought this literally this week. Already rusted. Lovely. Love to see how it's just destroyed already. Fuck. Okay, what do I need? I need all that stuff. I need you. I really should have moved the car. And I've also got a leaf blower that I use to dry the bike. I got that from version of Goodwill for like 80 bucks, I think it was. Well, what does it say? 100 bucks, sorry. Couldn't be happier, dude. Cool. But yeah, so I've got this wash mitt. It is relatively clean. This got dirty like last time I washed the bike because I touched something that was greasy. I think it was the chain. But this is a really good condition wash mitt. This, clean the wheels and get inside all the little nooks and crannies and shit. All in there. This is going to be putting in work today, that's for sure. I got a drying towel, which also got a little bit dirty. Got the chain. It's a bit whack. Alright, I made a quick adjustment to the camera, so it's actually looking down like that now. And then yeah, like it just makes more sense when I'm actually looking at something. It doesn't. I know that it's actually like looking in the direction I want it to look in. I tested it, so it looks good. But yeah, let's get started. So hose is plugged in. First thing you want to do. These are all my bike washing stuff. Oh yeah, and a little bristle brush too. Very good for agitating. Won't need that. This is very good for agitating little spots. So you'll see me do it, and it's actually very, very good. Like you literally just have running water going while you're like working the bristle on stuff, and that alone actually gets a lot of stuff, a lot of parts of the bike clean. And I did it the first time, it worked out really well. So we'll get this started. One of the first things you want to do is if your buckets have been sitting for a very, very long time, you want to actually rinse them out real quick. This tap is unfortunately fucked. I'm not a plumber, so I don't know how to fix it. So what I do here is I fill up 2 buckets. One's going to have clean water, as clean as I can keep it for as long as I can, and the other one's just going to have the soapy water. You use the clean water, you use the sponge, you put it in the soapy water, wash the bike down, and then you put it into the rinse bucket of just the water and try and get everything off the sponge, and then have it settle into that bucket, and then you move back into the soapy bucket. This bike is filthy, dude. But I normally do at the start, just to get the water to start baking into the surfaces. Give it a quick rinse. Oh, and if you guys hadn't noticed, I've actually gotten bar end mirrors now. They look sick. Got rid of the antlers, looks so much better. The other thing is I'm still getting these screws fixed. Well, not fixed, but I got caps for them and they didn't actually fit properly. Well, this side screws on, but the other side is a left-hand thread, and I don't actually have any of those. They didn't include them in the package from Amazon, so I'm seeing if they can help me out and fix that for me. Yeah, just give the bike a rinse down. At this point, because it was so dirty, I'm actually going to just clean the chain again. Last time I cleaned it was actually about 800 Ks ago, so I think it's rightly fair that it's due for a wash. Which reminds me, I need to get the motorcycle stand and put it on the stand without dropping the bike. I have not done it on my own yet, so we're going to find out if I can do it today. Rinse in, try and get a lot of the stuff done in this rinse so that you don't have to actually physically touch the bike. So the main aim of washing vehicles, to not ruin the paint, is to physically touch the vehicle as little as possible, which is why snow cannons and pressure washers are very, very popular now, because you don't touch the vehicle at all. It's just the water hitting the vehicle, and you reduce the risk of any kind of abrasive forces on the bike. Make sure you clean this mesh too. That gets really, really dirty. It's still dirty. If I could pressure wash that, that'd be good. But yeah, just get the bike a rinse down and she'll already look a million times better. I still haven't given this bike a name too. No idea what to call it. She's got a lot of flair, so I'm gonna go grab out my motorcycle stand after I just finish rinsing the bike a bit. Try and get everything. The shit part about cleaning bikes is that while they're smaller, there's a lot more to clean. Well, there's a lot more edges and stuff to clean. If you do all these measures, then it should make the bike a lot easier to clean. I'm gonna get my motorcycle stand. So I got this one from Super Cheap Auto, and super cheap it is, but it works, so fuck it. It's a aluminum frame, I think it is. It's really, really light. It's from SCA. Does the job, so that's all I need it to do. Hook up one side. Oh man, I'm gonna get wet trying to do this, but I'm gonna do it safely. But yeah, these are the bobbins I pointed out in one of my previous videos. These are RHK bobbins. They connect, I'll show you the brighter side. They connect to that, and there's one on this side here too. And you just twist them on. There's a smaller thread inside this little cap that you can Allen key it to. And then this part of the motorcycle stand just hooks into it safely. props the bike up. What I need to do here is bring the bike straight, but not too much because I don't want to tip it. Oh, this can end really badly. Realistically, I should be on this side. Oh. Hell yeah. Alright, well, I might have, oh shit. I might have looked like an idiot doing that, but hell, I got it up. And then boom, on a stand. Won't actually kick that up. And now, you got free play on the back wheel, so you can clean the chain. Brilliant. $100, I think, or 100 to 120 bucks. Very worth it. Very worth it. I actually think it's going to get brighter. I'm going to switch this filter to a ND16. I'm pretty sure the ND8 was getting overexposed still, so be right back. I might as well show you guys my little kitty as well. Hopefully it's not too dark, but this is Juniper. Hey! Hey, miss. Cool while she's eating. Yeah, this is Junie. She's just a baby, huh? She's 7 months old. I think approaching 8 months at this point. Tiny little girl. Yeah, I got it back during Christmas time. Best present ever. I mean, for myself. I went to a friend's place and got her. She's adorable. But yeah, let's keep going. But yeah, she's a feisty little cat. She's very, very cute. She's got tons of energy, never stops running around, always wants to play. I love her for it. But sometimes I also just want her to be cuddly, and she's just not that type of cat. She loves running around and just getting up to no good. Wants to always play. I've got like a stick toy. That's a lot of soap. You don't need that much soap normally. I got this like 5-6 years ago, and I'm halfway through it. It's very concentrated. It works very well. Let's get these in here. I literally just drop them in. Use one of these to mix it up. It's usually better to add the soap after you've already filled the bucket with water so that the foam doesn't fucking build up like mad. It's quite literally middle of the day during the winter here in Australia. 14 degrees. Oh, and the world WRC is on right now too. First things first. Orange agent. I used this before. It actually turned out pretty well. Pretty much what I do with this, it's a pH neutral, non-corrosive deep cleaner. It's just a good all-purpose cleaner really. Smells really nice. Smells like oranges. It's got a really sus name, but you just coat absolutely everything on the bike and let it sit for like a minute or two. By the time you end up finishing the entire bike and spraying it down, it's usually good to go anyway. I would prefer to say start with the top down, go out of the way of the wind, just light spritzes like this. You don't want to use too much of these days. These bottles the price gets really expensive on them. Like I think this was like $20, and like I don't know, I mean that part's smaller, so I probably use like a third of it or something for one wash. So I don't want to use this too quickly. Just give it a little spritz everywhere. Doesn't need to be perfect. We're still going to do a touch wash after the majority of the grime has come off. Get the tank as well, especially around the fuel cap. We would get a lot of fuel probably pouring out. If you guys watched my night ride video that I had literally last night, I was very impressed by my ability recently to fill the bike up without making much mess. And as I was pretty much saying that, I spilled fuel all over the bike. Make sure you get behind here as well. This part would be the grimiest. And in there. So yeah, you can see I'm working it down pretty quickly. This is worth its weight in gold really. Just get the front area. Don't forget the radiator. It's good when you got the wind working with you. I made that side really easy to clean. This spray's probably just gotten all over the GoPro. It's a little bit windy, not a lot. Just enough to make this atomizer's mist go everywhere. Oh, actually what I'm gonna do at the same time is clean this chain, because the first time I did it, I cleaned the chain after I washed the bike. And yeah, that was bad. Well, not bad, but it was not the most optimal way, because I just got everything dirty all over again. And yeah, like, I got like nothing left. So yeah, half this wash, half the next wash. Pretty good material, product. And just like that, you're done washing the bike. Jackson. What I also got from Super Cheap, and it seems to work pretty well. I don't think you got your lights on, homie. The lights on my bike are automatic. But yeah, so I got this Penrite race pack. I've been told this was good for chain cleaner, so I'm just gonna fucking use this one. I don't give a fuck. Chain lube. and chain cleaner. I watched a bunch of videos on how to do this, and my variant, I guess, is not necessarily anything different. But what is that? Very nice. So what you want to do is just spray the chain. This is where the motorcycle stand comes in clutch, as I mentioned. Yeah, that guy is going hard. Let it sit for a few seconds. So those packs are good. So it's like a whole chain care kit, because it comes with this. Then you don't have to buy one. And the bristles are really tough. Like, I'm putting some proper like force on these. Like, they're very tough bristles. What I do is I go do a back and forth motion like this for the first pass. Do this. What you're trying to do is get into these sides on all sides, and then also this side of the bristle onto, boom, there's that. And then this, what you're doing is you're pulling it this way towards you, pushing away from you, and then pushing into the bike like that way to clean all the possible gaps of the bike. So I'm pulling towards me right now, and I'm pushing away and then pushing into the bike. As you can see, with all the foam and stuff that's building up there, you can see why doing this after you wash the bike is not the best idea. I wouldn't recommend putting this into the rinse bucket. And then what I also do, because I like it looking perfect, is wash the sprocket as well. Like, honestly guys, cleaning, in my opinion, should be fun. You should be trying to make it look beautiful and clean and make it look like a show vehicle. So taking your time, sitting here, ideally listening to music, which is what I usually do. When it takes hours and hours, that's when I agree, it's quite shit. For the most part, you should enjoy this process. I actually like washing my vehicles. Like, that one's really due. It looks filthy. I honestly haven't really touched it much since I got my bike. It's mostly if I need to go somewhere with someone else that I'm using the car these days, but we'll lube it up afterwards. We just got to remember to do it, so I'll leave it all out. Yeah, give it a rinse. See, this hose pressure is absolutely dog shit. I would appreciate if it was a lot stronger, but beggars can't be choosers. And then look at that sprocket and chain. Damn. I'm gonna probably speed it up a little bit here. I think I'm going too slow, but also this is my first time explaining. I'm trying to think about the camera angles and such at the same time. People are going to think this bike is brand new when I ride it. They're going to see a clean sprocket and be like, damn. Move the rinse one further away just for splashing. This one closer. Actually, I should do that the other way around. Yeah, at this point, this mitt, you want to be gentle. You don't actually have to physically push. You just need the mitt to go over. The texture of the mitt is absolutely plenty. So you just want to go gently. Like I said, it's not a race. The faster you go, the worse your technique. You damage a lot more than you should have to. These fairings are actually not really the nicest painted. I want to capitalize on being extra gentle and not making them scratch up more than they have to. Get inside this room. These rooms are really, really easy to clean, thank God. So the bike would actually look relatively clean at this point. And like I said, you could stop here and just let it dry off. Look how nice this, I love this bike. It's such a nice color. The finishes, like that color gray on the engine, oh, I love it. It's such a good spec. Like, I'm actually glad I didn't go for the black, because the blue on here, it just adds some variety to the footage as well. Makes it look a lot nicer. Yeah, I think it went a little bit longer here than I wanted to, but that's cool, that's cool. Doesn't hurt. Thought I was gonna be dying with the helmet on, but I'm actually alright. So, now you get the sponge. And you go into these cracks and shit in here. This is where you want to take your watch off as well, so you don't scratch surfaces or your watch if you're wearing one. Yeah, getting the suspension. Be gentle with this as well. Like, the things you can hit your hands on hurt, and we're not in a rush. And also be careful with the electronics. Rinse off, and you can already see, like, look how beautiful the rim looks. The second it starts getting clean, that shine that comes out. Oh, this is actually a perfect day. Like, for the winter. This is the hottest I think it's been. 16 degrees apparently, and I don't even think we're at 16 yet, but it is middle of the day. At this point, I'm kind of just using the one bucket now. We're going inside the tighter spots that you can't really see for the most part. And this is just me being pedantic and not liking any dust. And the sponge is also good for getting in the aero. Now at this point, your bike is really clean. Sponge doesn't need to do too much work up here. We've got the bristle brush. Cool. Alright, now at this point, rinse it down again. Oh, yes, yeah, I actually cut myself. Viewer warning. That was probably when I was washing the wheel. She's looking real nice now. Alright, that is the second deeper pass. Now we go for the final one, and this is as much as I'm going to do, which is quite a lot. Rinse him with a brush. I was going to leave it in soapy water, but at this point, at least from just how it feels, it's quite clean, so I'm not going to really bother. I love these treads. These treads look so sick. But what I do at this point, get the hose in your non-dominant hand and have it near the brush as you're scrubbing away. Doesn't need to be tough, just gentle. Pretty much you're agitating the really deep grooves and washing them away instantly. These don't really need soap because you don't see them anyway. You save yourself a lot of time. Get into the nice little details of your bike. This is what makes it really pop. This is like in games, the ambient occlusion layer. Just making your level design pop out that much more, giving it that extra depth of shadow, even though ambient occlusion doesn't really make much sense in the real world. But getting into these cracks, and if it feels a bit difficult, you can just hold the bristles and make it a bit tougher. And you can get in there. You're getting all the little dirt out of the edges, which makes all those edges shine. Has anyone watched The Boys? Tell you what, that last episode was absolutely insane. Never thought I would see that. Tech Night is insane. I think that was the last episode that was aired. Also, if anyone here watches anime, when the hell is One Punch Man coming out? Like, holy shit. Been waiting for that season for a long time. Yeah, wash the bike. Wash it down. Get the brakes. Surprisingly, these don't rust like car iron brakes do. I'm wondering if that's because they're different. Are these steel brakes? Sorry. And the headlight. Be gentle on the headlight, especially this one. This is like an LED one. Looks beautiful, but I'm sure scratching this would really fuzz it up. Yo.
What's up?
How much, bro? How are you doing?
Just cut that bit out anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the pause.
Alright. Can you get me bread?
Huh?
Can you get me bread?
Which bread do you want?
It's like wholemeal of some sort.
Like Helga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh yeah, those screws look sick. Whatever the fuck you call these. They look sick, dude. So yeah, at this point, I am done. Just do a quick once over and see if there's anything that I would have missed. I know now that I did the other indicators that I've missed these ones. These parts of the bike that come in this direction, the flow of wind, more likely to be dirty. Like I missed there, inside there. You can see that. I actually think I've missed the underside of this the whole time too. Yeah, you're just trying to think about how the wind flows on the bike, and then as well like how rain flicks up onto it too, or water. And just rinse off parts that you think got dirty because of that. Yep, so the bike is washed at this point. This is where I would stop. What I do now is get the leaf blower, just blow the fuck out of it. Ayo. Then I put the chain lube on. Basically the last step. Leaf blower. Plug that shit in. Oh, I'm chilling, dude. I'm a ripstick YouTuber now. Fuck, imagine this. Oh, go on a bicycle. Everyone thinks that I'm actually GoProing. Just a ripstick with a fucking motorbike helmet. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm a pro, dude. I'm a pro and I know it. Oh. Damn. Bro, I still got it. I haven't ridden one of these in years. Oh, it's slippery. Oh, shit. Enough of a detour. And my old ass skateboard. Haven't used that in a long time. Anyway, cool trick I learned to keep these cables from coming undone. Don't be confused like me right now. You put them in a knot. They pull towards each other like that. This is probably going to be really noisy. So I'm hoping if I close the visor I can talk while this is going, but I feel like that's going to be too loud, so we'll find out. But basically all I'm going to do is just from the top down, just get all the water off with a leaf blower. It works really, really well too. So my watch is already telling me that it's loud as hell. So this is extremely important for when you're doing the chain as well. So you want to get as much water off as you can. Obviously lube and water don't mix. So you want to avoid that. Let's keep going. I'm actually going to just stop the video here. I think I've shown enough of it, and then I'll just pick it back up when I'm done. Okay, at this point the bike is pretty much clean. Now I'm just going to go through it with a microfiber towel. This is a Chemical Brothers one. It's like literally the size of a Polo GTI door. It's very tiny. And just get the parts that didn't dry. At this point, it's not a lot because the heat is definitely getting the bike, just making stuff look shiny. It's looking quite dry actually, so this is going to be a quick process. The leaf blower is great for reducing the amount of water spots. Like here, I missed this. At this point, you want to make sure your chain is really dry, because now we're going to hit it with some lube, get it looking schmick. That rubber is so clean, it's actually getting fluff stuck to it. That's when you know you did a clean job. Now you're 100% done. The bike is washed. Didn't even have to use this towel. Perks of a nice sunny day. Do a quick, give me a 360, baby. Damn, looks nice. The radiator looks clean. Yeah, beautiful. Very nice. Yep, looks good. Chain cleaner. This part I do really delicately. I've seen a lot of videos where people use their chain cleaner, but they do it really aggressively and they just, you know, spin the wheel like this and throw the chain cleaner on. Me, I don't want to do that. Firstly, it's probably just throwing half of it off, and I guess to support that argument, it's like all over the fucking bike afterwards when you do that. So we're not doing that. I'm going to do the trim gel afterwards and then show you guys, but I'll just quickly do the chain lube and show you the pace that I go at. But I just do like really gentle. There's no rush. If anything, you can do it down here so it's easier. The back splatter doesn't get anything else much, but like the rim. If it gets the rim, that's cool. Just have a cloth to clean it. I'm gonna cake it on this time. I didn't cake it on much last time. Now I'm doing the back side of the links. Cool, and that's plenty. That is a lot of lube.
Did you see that?
Yeah, the rat head? Yeah, it's fucking gross, dude. And just get a cloth and wipe off the residue. And just like that, now your chain's lubed up. That's quite a lot, but can't hurt. I'd rather have a lot than a little. And just give it, I mean, I've been doing this already, just cleaning the bike, but give it a few passes like that and let it really get into the chain. But yeah, at this point, bike's clean. Chain's lubed up. You're done. If you care a lot when you're for like resale or anything, or you know, you never know what could happen to your circumstances, then it's always a good idea to log everything down. So I'll check the mileage on the bike, and I think it's about 2350. And then I put it into a spreadsheet that tracks everything. So if I got to resell it, it helps resale value. 2311, close enough. So I'll just say 2300K as I redid the chain. I'll cut it and I'll do the tire trim. Oh, you know, I might as well show that. This is where I can use a glove. I'm not sure how much battery I've got left. I think I'll have enough. These nitrile gloves are a game changer. Pretty sure I got a pack of these for $100. 100 of them for $10. Or like 8 or something. And then tire gel. So I'm sure some people are going to freak out and be like, yo, don't put tire gel on the bike. Hear me out, boys. All right? I'm not putting it on the part that actually touches the road. We're putting it on the inner lip. And I don't lean that much anyway. So it's never going to touch the road. Yeah, a little bit. Right here. Looking good. Oops. But yeah, I'm going to do the same to the front, and then I'm done. So this is the final look of the bike, guys. So I'm going to wrap this up. So I guess to summarize, so we rinse the bike down with some water, try and just get the surfaces more moving and such. Put some multi-purpose cleaner on. I'm using orange agent, you don't need to use the same one, but just to get it to start breaking down the product. That was a pretty cheap bottle, just maybe spray it a little bit less liberally. Then we rinse it down again, then go over it with the wash mitt, rinse it down, go again with a finer detail brush, rinse it down, and then an even finer one. And it's pretty much just to try and focus on agitating the dust and getting it off. You don't need to put too much pressure. All you need to do is just give it a nice gentle wipe. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. This was definitely a different type of content that I do. Just some nice bike maintenance stuff. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something, and if you got any other input you'd like to give, feel free. Ask any questions you want. More than happy to entertain. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate yous. This is MTO. Peace.